श्यामलावर्तालिबाला समेत श्री ललिताम्बिकायै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। चैतन्यार्घ्यसमाराध्या चैतन्यकुसुमप्रिया सदोदिता सदा तुष्टा तरुणादित्यपाटला। चैतन्य अर्घ्य समाराध्य। So what is argyam? Argyam is water oblation, right? So you got among the 16 upacharas you have dhyana, avahana, asana, dhyayami, dhyanam samarpayami, avahayami, asanam samarpayami, padayoho padyam samarpayami, hastayoho argyam samarpayami. Argyam. Chaitanya Argyam. What is Chaitanya Argyam? Chaitanya Argyam here is what is Chaitanyam? Consciousness. Shuddha Chaitanyam as the Argyam here. See, you should offer Shuddha Chaitanyam as the Argyam. This is going to the Raho Yaga Kramaradhya, and also it's going to the Mahayaga Kramaradhya, and it is going to Antarmukha Samaradhya. This is the inner worship that they are talking about. So the Argyam, this is that you offer in your Antaryaga, is your own consciousness which has been purified of all the impurities. So removal of all the impurities within your mind and offering that purified consciousness, pure consciousness or Shuddha Chaitanya as the Argyam to her. That is Chaitanya Arghya Samaradhya. Chaitanya Kusumapriya. Chaitanya Kusumapriya. So she is fond of Chaitanya flower, and the Chaitanya here is consciousness, right? Chaitanya stands for consciousness, Kusuma stands for flower, so which stands for 7 other flowers, which is non-injury, restraint of senses, pity, compassion, wisdom, penance and truth. So it is offering these to her, or she is fond of this form of Chaitanya Kusuma. So it's not the Chaitanya flower. The flower here they are referring to is the various qualities that we have to build, which is penance, wisdom, compassion, pity, restraint of senses, non-injury and truth. These are all the qualities that one has to work on, and she is fond of those. This is just like Maitradi Vasana Labhya. So by inculcating those Maitradi Vasanas, you can obtain her, Labhya. Similarly, she is Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. These two names essentially are referring to our Shuddha Manas and Shuddha Chaitanya, right? She is fond of that. She is fond of devotees who have purified their consciousness through tapas. Sadodita. Sadodita is Sat Udita. Sat Udita is, Sat is truth, Udita appears. So she appears or remains forever among good human beings. So who is a Sat Purusha? Sat Purusha is one who follows Dharma and does the Sadachara. Sat Udita means she is in them. She remains among them. Who? The Sat Purushas. Sadodita, Sat Udita, Sadodita, Sadatushta, Sadatushta, Sat Tushta. Tushta is to be content, so she is contented with these good women, good men, in other words, good human beings. So that is Sadatushta, Sadodita, Sadatushta, Sadatushta. Tarunaditya Patala. Taruna Aditya Patala. who is Tarunaditya. Taruna is young, Aditya is sun. So this is referring to the morning sun. Patala. So Patala is essentially, she is rosy, like because we had Patali Kusuma Priya. Patali flowers are rose flowers, which have that mixture of red and white, or pinkish color or rosy color. Rosy. So she is like morning sun. Now this is essentially referring to Rupa Vaibhavam, and as you can see, the entire Lalita Sahasranamam, the red color comes many times. So you had Sarvaruna Anavadyangi Dadimi Kusuma Priya Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala Aruna Kausumba Vastra Basvat Kati Tati. Then you had Udyat Banu Sahasraba. So the red color, her complexion is the red complexion, and she can take different complexions depending upon whatever is necessary. So for salvation, moksha pradayam, she is whitish. Red color or saffron color is for wealth. Black or blue color is for slaying, like Durga or Kali. So Lakshmi as saffron, Saraswati as white, So Sringara is rose colored. Tarunaditya Patala. So this is referring to the Rupa Varnana here. So Chaitanyargya Samaradhya Chaitanya Kusuma Priya Sad Odita Sadatushta Tarunaditya Patala. Dakshina Adakshina Radhya Darasmera Mukambuja Kaulini Kevalanargya Kaivalya Padadayini. Dakshina Adakshina Aradhya. There are different meanings to this Dakshina. What is Dakshina? Dakshina, you must have heard of giving Dakshina to Brahmanas, right? After the puja is done, you give Dakshina to the Vipra who did the puja on behalf of the Yajaman. That is Dakshina. In other words, it is offering. So Dakshata is capability or Samarthata. So there are different Dakshinas that we can give to Devi Lalitambika, or if you offer Manas as your Dakshina to her, then the fruit is Sarvam Tarati. Sarvam Tarati. If you give Nischayam as a Dakshina, then you are Sarvam Prapnoti. If you give Bhakti as your Dakshina to her, Shokam Tarati, that's the fruit. Transcend Shoka, suffering. And then Diksha, if you take Diksha as the Dakshina to her, Kalushan Muchayate. Kalushan Muchayate. Kalushan is Kleshan Muchayate, the impurities. So the Dakshina here, the way we give Dakshina is the Tambulam with 1 rupee coin, or that is to the Vipradakshina. For her, what we have to give is a purified mind, our Bhakti, our Diksha, our Nischayam or resolve. These are the Dakshinas that she is fond of. And for each Dakshina, you get various fruits. Sarvam Tarati, Sarvam Prapnoti, Shokam Tarati, Kalushan Muchayate. That is Dakshina, Adakshina, Radhya. Aradhya is worship. So the second meaning is she is worshipped by Dakshina and Adakshina Margas. So the so those who worship by Dakshina, so the Dakshina Aradhyas are those that offer their mind, Bhakti, Diksha or Nishchayam, right? And there are devotees who do the puja by Adakshina Marga as well, without any Manas, Nishchayam, Bhakti or Diksha, right? You must, I'm sure, we have seen lots of devotees who do the puja in a adakshina way, without any involvement of their mind. There is no bhakti in it, there is no diksha in it, there is no nischayam in it. They do it more kind of a mechanical way with lot of kama bhakti. She will give fruits to them as well, according to the means that they have used. But the greatest among those devotees will do the Dakshina Aradhya. So she is the mother of both of them. So she will give the fruits accordingly. Dakshina, Adakshina, Radhya. And then finally, the final meaning is Dakshina Achara and Vamachara. So Vamachara is Adakshina Achara. So that is Dakshina, Adakshina, Radhya. Dharasmera Mukambuja. Dharasmera Mukha Ambuja. Mukha is face, Ambuja is lotus. So lotus like face. Smera is smile. Dhara is that gentle smile, right? Dharasmera Mukambuja. So this is a Rupa Varnana of Devi Lalitambika. So the Vashini Vagdevatas remind devotees with her smiling face. So there are lots of names that refer to the smile. So Mandasmita Prabhapura Majjat Kamesha Manasa, in the Dhyana Shloka you had Smitamukhi, and then you had Darahaso Jwalanmukhi. Darahaso Jwalanmukhi, right? Darandolita Dirgakshi Darahaso Jwalanmukhi. So a number of names in Lalita Sahasranama refer to her smile. The smile is an interesting expression. Smile generally means prasanna bhava, and it essentially also implies that the fruit is on its way. That is, the divine glance or the divine grace is expressed with her smile. And she is eternally smiling, of course. Dharasmera Mukambuja. The second meaning for Dharasmera is Dhara. Dhara is a time of fear. Smera is smiling. So she is smiling even during times of fear. This is during Pralaya. So during Pralaya, Mahapralaya, even the Dikpalakas are in a state of fear because everything is going to dissolve. Even at that moment, she is smiling. So that's the another meaning for Dhara Smera. Dhara is time of fear. Smera is smiling. Mukha Ambuja, her face is smiling because she is Layakari, right? Lasya Priya Layakari. Dhara Smera Mukha Ambuja. So may that divine smile be on us all the time. Dharasmera Mukambuja. Kaulini Kevala Anargya Kaivalya Padadayini. So those are three names there. What is Kaulini? Kaulini is, this name has come previously. Kulamritaika Rasika Kulasanketa Palini. Kulangana Kulantasta Kaulini Kulayogini. So when Kula, Akula, Sambandham is Kaulam, right? Kula is the path from Mooladhara Chakra to Agnya Chakra. Akula is above Agnya Chakra to Sahasrara. The relationship between the Kula and the Akula is Kaulam, and she is the Kundalini Shakti in that Kula Marga or Kaula Marga. Kaulini, so she is there. Kevala. Klinkari, Kevala, we talked about Kevala there. Kevala is Ekakini. Kevala is that remains after dissolution, right? Is Kevala. So in the Klimkaram, Kala, Inkaram, when Ka is Akasha Tattva, La is Prithvi Tattva, and the Prapancha is formed from Prithvi to Akasha Tattva. So when there is Layam of from Ka to La, what is left is Inkaram, and that Inkaram is Kevalam. This is essentially referring to the fact that she is the one that remains after the Layam. Right? Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat, and she is Ekakini. Ekakini. Kevala Anargya Kaivalya Padadayini. Anargya Kaivalya Padadayini. Kaivalya Pada is what? Kaivalya Pada is Kevala Pada. So the link to the previous name. What is Kevala Pada? Kevala Pada is essentially she will give the Kevala Pada, or make equal to her, which is the fifth state of salvation. So when we talked about Mukti, Mukunda, Mukti Nilaya, I mentioned the 5 states of salvation, which is Salokya, Sarupya, Sayujya, and then you had Samipya and Sarishtya, which is she will make her devotee equal to her in terms of power, authority. So that is Kaivalya Pada, right? Kaivalya Pada Dayini, she gives that. So, and the Kevalatvam is Vishaya Samparka Rahitam, right? What is Vishaya Samparka Rahitam? Vishaya Samparka Rahitam is our Indriyas are always interested in Vishaya that comes from the external world, and being in that state, Samparka Rahita state, is the Kevala. She gives us that position. Kaivalya Padadayini. And what kind of Pada is that then? It is Anargya. Anargya is priceless. So Moksha or Kaivalyam is priceless. So if you take Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, the Chaturveda Pala Purusharthas, right? The ultimate goal is Moksha. And that Moksha is priceless. You can't give a price. So it's invaluable. Arga is value. Anargya is invaluable or priceless. Kaivalya Pada Dayini. So it's a kind of adjective to the Kaivalya Pada Dayini. But if you split this name into two, Anargya Kaivalya Pada Dayini, then also it makes sense. Anargya is, she is Anargya, priceless, right? Because she is what? Bhakta Nidhi. Bhakta Nidhi, right? She is the treasure. So you don't go and ask for treasure, because she herself is the biggest treasure you can have, because she is priceless. There is no value, like invaluable, priceless. So having the support of Brahma Kita Janani, right? The mother of Brahma to Kita. What else do you need? Why do you go and ask for some silly thing when you can ask her as the gift? Anargya, she is priceless. Anargya Kaivalya Pada Dayini. Dakshina Adakshina Radhya Darasmera Mukambuja Kaulini Kevala Anargya Kaivalya Pada Dayini.